Pepco and D.C. government officials call it a game changer, a $1 billion proposal to put select power lines in the district underground. Some are calling for swift passage of legislation to fund the project. Mike Canine joins us from the Satellite Center. And Mike, others don't like the idea.
Yeah, they're pumping the brakes on this, Morris, testifying at a public hearing on the Electric Company Infrastructure Improvement Financing Act of 2013. They say they want more oversight, more details, and more time for this process to play out. The legislation formalizes the recommendations of a task force created by Mayor Gray after the 2012 derecho. And advocates of the bill say we can't afford to wait.
There's a very unique opportunity in front of us to do something that's going to have a dramatic impact in the benefit of the customers of the nation's capital.
Through a public-private partnership, Pepco and the D.C. government would split the cost 50-50 on a $1 billion 7-year plan to underground 60 of the district's high-voltage primary lines most vulnerable to destructive weather events like the recent derecho.
Is the $1 billion pretty solid? Do you think we're going to have cost overruns, or what's your best guess on that?
We feel pretty confident. I mean, there's always going to be some level of variability, but we feel actually pretty confident that we've got our arms around this.
At this public hearing, D.C. council members heard testimony from business owners who support the proposal, who've lost millions in past storms and outages.
The impact on the business has been very negative over the years. Lost productivities, employees can't come to work.
But with Pepco rates proposed to increase up to $325 a month to help fund the project, there's debate over how quickly the plan should be approved.
To date, all that we have is simply the recommendations, I stress, the recommendations of a mayor's task force. That is not a plan.
Some are demanding more details and more opportunities for public comment. Others question whether undergrounding is even the best option.
Undergrounding is hugely expensive and is not a silver bullet. It has its own vulnerabilities as well.
The calls for delays are really just that, stall tactics. This does need to move with all due speed. It needs to be carefully managed, carefully watched, but it needs to happen, and it needs to happen now.
If approved, D.C. Pepco customers will initially see a rate hike of $1.50 a month. By 2020, that increase will top out at $3.25 a month. Eventually, the rate will start decreasing back to pre-project levels. Reporting in the Satellite Center, Mike Canine, News Channel 8.